Hello and welcome to this edition of Trojan Talk. I'm Paige. Joining us today is the director of Troy's Arboretum, Alvin Diamond. Alvin, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me again.
Now, the last time we spoke, we were really excited because upgrades were on the way to the Arboretum. Today, though, we can officially say those upgrades have arrived, correct?
That is correct.
That's really exciting. So tell us what all has happened there at the Arboretum.
Well, we just had the officials from Hyundai Motor Manufacturing down last week, and we were funded by them through one of their community grants to put in a bridge in the pond that goes from the bank over to a little island in the pond, and also a floating dock, which is going to be used by our classes for collecting samples, but it's also available for just the general people if you want to walk out on the island. You got a way to get there now without waiting.
Well, we were talking before this interview started about how you said now students can take samples without getting so muddy, right?
That's correct.
Yes. Now, the floating pier and the bridge, those were two really big projects that I thought you had said you had been hoping to get completed for a while now. So what's it like knowing that that project is finally complete?
That's one step in our process of getting the Arboretum back up and running and back to what it was like in the 90s. We're working on, we've got most of the trails open. We've got one more trail that we're trying to get open. We're working on reestablishing the pitcher plant bog and a rain garden. We're working on the wildflower meadow in the back area there. We're still cleaning out invasive species. We're getting a new roof on the building. It should be done this week, hopefully. So
Big
lots of
things are
process.
coming.
Yes, lots of processes going on at the same time. It's like juggling knives sometimes.
I bet. It's a big project to be sure. You mentioned in a story that TrojanVision did a while back how the Arboretum is not just for science students or biology students. It's really for everybody.
It is.
Can you talk a little bit about that, how it is a space for people from all over the community?
It is used by classes here at the university, not only biology, but we have also like art classes. Students come out, do painting, photography. We've had some of the drama students come out and they've done little plays in our little amphitheater area. We have ROTC comes out, uses the trails. It's available for students. It's a way at no cost. We don't charge anybody. You can just get away from campus. You don't have to drive. It's right next door. You can walk over, get out in the woods. There's 75 acres. Get away from everybody, that annoying roommate or whoever else is bothering you. Just it's peaceful, it's quiet, you're in nature, you can relax and lose some of that stress that you've built on.
Absolutely.
But we're also open to the public, so we have a large number of people from here in the town of Troy that come out there. They jog, they ride bikes, they walk their dogs, have picnics. Not so much now with it hot, but in the spring and the fall.
Yes.
We have programs that we do for the community. We have a program coming up on snakes and a bird walk, and that's open to anybody who would like to come. Just sign up on our Facebook page. There's a link to the sign-up sheet. We have a presence on the Sweet Home Alabama website, which is the Alabama Department of Tourism.
Oh, wow.
So we have people from all throughout the United States stop on their way to Florida or back from Florida, and they've been driving a long time. They want to pull over, get out, stretch their legs, walk the dog. So we've had people from Wisconsin, Oregon, just everywhere.
Yeah. Now, you had mentioned before that there are still projects that are in the works that aren't complete yet, but you guys also utilize volunteers, and you are not going to turn away any help that someone offers. So if somebody does want to get involved, how can they do that?
The easiest way, they can just send me an email, adiamond@troy.edu, and we'll be glad to work with them. And we have a second Saturday volunteer program, which is on the second Saturday of each month, that we're going to be starting back up once school has settled down and gets a little bit cooler. So we usually start at 9 o'clock. They can just show up for that. We'll announce that on the Facebook page also. But anybody of any skill level, any age. We don't turn anybody down.
Everybody,
There's-
please come.
Yes, there are all sorts of projects, you know, everything from removing invasive species, planting plants, working in the greenhouse, even helping us. We have school groups that come, so extra hands to help
Juggle.
juggle
Juggle the knives.
Yeah, that's always appreciated.
Well, wonderful. Alvin, we're so excited that these upgrades have come. We know you've put a lot of hard work into it, and we will hopefully have you on again in the near future talking about even more upgrades that have arrived. So thank you so much for joining us.
I'm glad to be here, and hopefully we'll just keep improving.
Yes, we hope to see you soon. And thank you for joining us on this edition of Trojan Talk.